The people of Maple Heights are used to seeing the Lucas Aerospace factory here on Broadway, where it's been for 50 years. What they're not used to seeing is a public auction sign out in front and the multi-million-dollar loss to the economy that the sign represents. Before Lucas Aerospace came to Maple Heights, this factory was named Lear Siegler, and before that it was a Jack and Heintz company, one of America's most progressive companies and the leading manufacturer of airplane starters. And it's always been a strong foundation of our school's economy. But that factory has gone the way of the dinosaur, and Lucas has a new $13 million facility. The only problem is, this gleaming new building is not in Maple Heights, it's in Aurora, along with the 775 workers no longer paying income taxes into Maple's treasury. On January 1st, the move to Aurora from Maple Heights was official. The machinery was left inside to be auctioned. Now, the city of Aurora is getting the money from taxes that Maple schools once received. I wanted to know more about the impact of Lucas on our economy, so my first stop was City Hall to talk to Finance Director Michael Nolte. How can the city and schools cooperate to overcome the loss?
It's obvious both the city and school needs to have a unified approach to make a new company want to move into Maple Heights. It's imperative that we find out what this company needs and what can the city and the school give them to answer these needs. One of the things that most companies are going to be looking for is tax abatement. The tax abatement must be something both the school and the city can agree on, and therefore we can go out to the companies and compete with other cities that are in both the state of Ohio and this county and surrounding counties that are offering the same answers to companies' wants and wishes.
To compensate for its loss of revenue, the city has put into effect a service fee for trash pickup and a reduced income tax credit, options not open to a school system. Because the equipment in Lucas is considered personal property, the money generated from property taxes is where the schools receive their money. The schools have lost an annual sum of $800,000, including $500,000 a year in lost property tax. So, next I asked School Treasurer Robert Matson about the effects of this loss and his ideas on how to replace the lost money. When are we going to feel the effects of the Lucas closing?
Although Lucas has already left Maple Heights, because of the timing of the tax receipts from the company, we will not feel the full impact until 1992.
How can the schools replace the lost income?
The income can be replaced either through a levy, reduced expenditures, or a new company relocating into Maple Heights in the facility.
Right now, in April of 1991, what does the future look like for school finances?
It will require us to look at expenditures very closely for the next coming year in order to plan for the reduced income.
I also asked Superintendent Jack Neal about the repercussions of reduced funding. In terms of the quality of education, what does the loss of $800,000 a year mean to a school system?
Dawn, it means a severe loss to us. We are losing our biggest taxpayer, and with a loss of $800,000, we will have to increase class size, we'll have to reduce some of our enrichment activities. Boys and girls may be called upon to pay for some of the activities. As Governor Voinovich said in his State of the State address, we are going to have to be a lot leaner around here in the next few years.
The school system has a short-term debt of over $2 million in borrowed funds for things like the natatorium roof. The move of Lucas makes it all the harder to repay this debt too. So, in the end, the employees of Lucas Aerospace probably don't mind the move to a fancier factory in Aurora. But the residents of Maple Heights are just about to feel the real impact of losing just one factory. So the closing of Lucas Aerospace has created a huge crater in the financial picture in Maple Heights. The city's had the ability to deal with it through service fees, but the schools are left with a hole in their funds that's just not going to go away. The piper's going to have to be paid, and it's the citizens of Maple Heights who will have to decide when. I'm Dawn Ulatowski reporting for Maple Schools Today.